Bro, did you see the new? Did you watch the the state of PlayStation?
No.
We're getting a 4v4 Marvel fighting game.
Cool. So it's the hero mode in Battlefront.
No, no, actual fighting. Like it's a Marvel Capcom. It looks pretty fucking badass. Oh, and Ed Boon decided to drop a collection of old Mortal Kombats, of all the old Mortal Kombats.
Okay. Oh, cool. Good to know. Started a new dude training.
Yeah.
Immediately lied.
What? Like he's never been in the ring?
Never. Says that he's been under some training. I asked him who trained him. He said that he was training under Strictly Insane Pro Wrestling and he did some training under LVK without knowing that I wrestle in Southern Illinois and I know about SNPW
Mm-hmm.
and that I'm actually getting ready to work a match with LVK.
So you sent the tweet?
I messaged him and I was like, hey, what all did you teach this guy? He's like, the name sounds familiar. What's he look like? Sent him a picture and he was like, I never trained anybody there, dude.
I didn't do shit.
I never trained anyone there.
I ain't. I didn't do shit. Alrighty. Alright. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty, in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Betting Window on the Nerdport Network. I am your host, Stephen Ronnie, and with me, as always,
Captain Stuntcock himself.
what up, Rye?
Oh, same shit, different smell.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Just swirling in the bottom of another toilet.
Oh,
Surrounded by Philly fans.
I'm not hearing a difference.
I mean, it's like the smell of Newark Liberty Airport, but
I figured it'd be the smell of Newark
I mean, depends on what river you're going in.
and their 1960s floppy disk fucking systems.
Boy, you ain't whistling Dixie there.
No, dude, I actually read up on that, and my first question is, how the fuck did like the FAA allow them
Cause
to
they
continue?
because they took all the money and pocketed it. Hey, talk amongst yourself. I gotta grab something real quick.
Talk amongst
Rhode
everyone?
Island. It's neither a road nor an island. Discuss. Welcome to Coffee Talk.
God damn it, I suck at this. What is this major? I'm so lost and confused, everyone. Listening to me talk is kind of dumb. Like when I'm talking to myself, I mean, fuck.
Okay, I is back.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to Coffee Talk. Oh. Dustin now can celebrate with a world record.
Uh,
All right, so let's. If you don't know what we do or who we are, this is a betting podcast, a betting sports news podcast where we dive in the good, the bad, and the ugly. Or if you like to say it, the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports and sports betting with Atlantic City lean per se. We'll go through our normal rundown sheet, go through all the news, take a small break, come back, do our bets for the week, as well as talk some other news, wrestling, video games. And, well, we didn't have a top 10 this week, so no top 10. But,
I'd be streaming what I'm playing live, but I don't know if it'll affect the podcast.
well, I mean, you could say, but, I mean, it's just, we'll figure it out another time.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's kick it off with some baseball news. And this broke 3 hours ago. The Red Sox have officially have the world record now for the shortest walk-off home run in MLB history.
Oh, fucking way.
308-foot home run to have the Red Sox win against the Angels. $308 feet means it just got over the pesky pole. It just went around the fucking pole.
Okay.
There's a part of me that wants to call Dustin and congratulate him.
I would normally be with you, but I believe he's at work right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can jump out the back. What? No fucking way.
What?
Ah, it's just like a fucking movie.
Oh.
Sorry.
What the fuck voice was that?
Oh, that was my Starship Troopers voice.
Sounds like Ivana just smoked a pack of Cools.
Oh my god, this is so badass. Fuck you.
In other baseball news, you'll love this. There is another history-making thing that happened today. The Rockies got their first sweep of the year.
All right. Congratulations.
Against the Miami Marlins. It was their first sweep since May of 2024.
Well, it's about fucking time.
Also, how to say this? They are pretty much guaranteed that they're going to be worse than the White Sox last year.
Is that possible?
They just hit 11 wins. They are, 12 wins. They are 12-50.
Wow.
This just in, the Colorado Rockies are out of the playoffs. I mean, not yet, but close enough. I mean, when you have 12 wins and you're a little more than a quarter, we're almost at the halfway point of the season. Let's put it this way. They are 12 and a half games out of first place.
Jesus.
Or not 12, sorry. 25 and a half.
Those numbers aren't even close, Ronnie.
I forgot to add 10. Like, they're bad.
I mean, are they at the Mendoza line?
Their percentage is 194.
It's pretty much the Mendoza line.
They're below the Mendoza line. Isn't the Mendoza line like 200?
No, like 200, 198, something like that. But that's for a player, not a whole fucking team.
The Mendoza line is... batting average below 200. This team is below the Mendoza line.
That's terrible.
They might be one of the worst teams in Major League Baseball.
And the history.
They are the greatest team in the world. No, they're not. In the month of June, maybe. Let me see what else has come across for Major League Baseball, at least. I mean, like I said, we're almost halfway. It's almost halfway through the season already. We're at 60. We're at 60 games.
I was about to say, man, we're like what, a month away from the All-Star break?
Yeah. So let me give you right now who each first place teams are.
Okay.
Yankees in the East for AL. Detroit in the Central. Detroit's actually has the best record in baseball right now. Houston and Seattle are tied for the most part. Astros are a half game up. The Mets are a half game up.
Okay.
Chicago is 5 games up on St. Louis. And the Dodgers are a game up on the Padres.
Nice. So they did, here's some baseball news for you. They did officially announce the St. Louis Cardinals and Netflix deal.
Yeah.
Where they will be making a documentary about the history of one of the greatest teams in baseball.
Which Cardinals team?
The MLB Cardinals team.
No. What year?
No, that it's not a year. It's the
dynasty. The dynasty. Okay, because you say greatest of all time. I'm like, what is that like the 24? Honestly, in our era, that'd be the 2014 Cardinals, the one that won the World Series.
Fine, because there's only one other team that's ahead of us as far as World Series wins.
The Chanks.
Huh?
The Chankies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this just oh shit, this just broke. Manfred has just proposed the balls and strike system to be automated in 2026.
So he's getting rid of umpires?
No, because you can't get rid of umpires because they still need to make out calls and stuff like that. I think we're going to what we've been seeing in the minor leagues in spring training, the ABS, the challenge system where if a player doesn't agree with it, they can tap the helmet and there's a reviewed ball and strike. Because let's face it, some of these umpires, there's balls that are over the heart of the plate. A pitcher's ready to walk off and they call it a ball because they're getting showed up by the fucking pitcher. In their hearts, they're saying they're getting shown up by the pitcher by celebrating and walking off the field. Like, I don't, like, one player got tossed joking around, tapping the top of his helmet because it was that's the signal to challenge a call.
Right.
He was doing that as a joke and he got thrown out of the game. Like, the umpires are saying they don't want this to be in there. Well, I'm sorry. If you can't call balls and strikes correctly, maybe they should implement this.
Right.
It's a bigger problem. But we'll see, because I bet you that starts, as much as they're saying, oh, it's going to start next year. I guarantee you it's going to start during the playoffs.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that's really it for baseball. We'll move on. And actually want to talk about some reoccurring stories from the WNBA.
Okay.
So if you guys followed us last week or watched the VOD, we talked about how Brittany Griner was on the, we don't exactly know what was said, so I'm just going to say this as what it is, was on the sidelines after fouling out, saying, pretty much saying about Caitlin Clark, calling her a fucking white girl. Or white trash girl. White trash white girl. We don't know what was actually said, so we can't. What?
Called her a white trash girl.
White trash girl. We can't say it's racially motivated, even though it clearly looks that way. So we can only go with allegedly. The WNBA looks like they have filed some. They've put some news out about it. It looks like Brittany Griner is facing a claim of that she's being suspended for 2 games and a $150,000 fine over the comment. This is from MSN.com. This is from MSN News online. How do you feel about the fact that she's facing a 2-game... Okay, maybe not the 2-game suspension, because she did elbow her in the face. That right there deserves a 2-game suspension. That's clear as day. What do you feel? How do you feel about the $150,000 fine?
I think that's a little excessive.
Okay, because we both agree she should be suspended for the elbow, because the elbow got jutted out and hit her right in the jaw.
Right.
Everyone that I've talked to is in full-blown agreement that she should be suspended for 2 games.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question is this fine. Now, I have a feeling this is being treated as, hey, you were a big star. We're going to treat you. You're going to be you're the scapegoat. You're going to get treated. So if anyone else does this or goes after any white player or any other player, this is what you're going to get. They're making her an example of.
Well, it's because it's racially motivated, man.
Right. Oh, no, we understand that. But I'm saying is, if this was...
Got to find out what she said before we find out if it's racially motivated. When you use someone's race to describe them, it is racially motivated.
Well, I'm just saying is all we can do is read lips and go off of what other people are saying. We can't factually say this. Like, we can factually say what we're reporting on, but we did not hear it. If a mic picked it up, then yeah, I can clear as day say that, hey, we heard this. We're just going off of reading lips and I'm also covering bases.
Well, the official report is that she called her a white trash girl.
Yes. Or it was
Okay.
a trash call and a fucking white girl. Either way, doesn't matter. She still allegedly called her something due to her race.
Correct.
Like I said, we all agree that she should be suspended.
Yes.
Because even before the comments, she elbowed Caitlin Clark in the face, which anything above the head and the neck, the shoulders and head is a flagrant 2 and a suspension.
Yes.
In anything. So, okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Then turn around and be like, okay, she's getting a $150,000 fine. That's hey, y'all want to fuck around. All right, we'll fuck around. Now find out what happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little excessive, but let's face it, this is kind of that there's kind of the point to this. Meanwhile, it's being proven, like I've said before, with Caitlin Clark being out, it's hard to make stars.
Yeah.
And Gilbert Arenas was on his podcast today talking about going to see Caitlin Clark, that it's not for him. He didn't want to go see a WNBA game. Guess who did?
His daughter.
His 3 daughters, and they wanted to bring their friends. So he was bringing 7 kids to a WNBA game, all decked out in Caitlin Clark stuff, because she is to girls what Jordan was to us. But not even girls are going there. It's boys too. Like, kids are going to see Caitlin Clark play.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't hurt that, like, the tickets are reasonable. So kids are actually saving up their money and buying their own tickets. Because let's face it, it's easier for a kid to save up his money and go get a $60 ticket than to an NBA game, where an NBA game is, on average, depending on when it is, like a good marquee game is $200. I mean, yeah. But that's the thing.
Same price,
What?
honestly. About the same price as a concert ticket.
Yeah, but kids might not want to go to an NBA game, but they're going to a WNBA game to watch Caitlin Clark. So, and also too, before Caitlin Clark got in there, they were flying commercial charters. Now they're flying private jets. Now there's money going into the system. Kids are watching it. Kids are being fans. That's the big thing that no one's talking about. The game is not for us, but the game is for a 13-year-old and going into high school or in middle school that picks up a basketball and wants to learn how to play. The best way I can describe it is Caitlin Clark is their Jordan. Like what Jordan was to us when we were watching basketball.
Right.
Maybe not to that extent, but like what Steph Curry is now. So, like, there's money. There's hands down money to be made. And it's It's definitely going to be an interesting thing because you're going to start seeing it grow. You really, I bet you're going to see this company grow bigger if I don't want to say if everyone gets in line, but if everyone understands, like, we need to bring more eyes to this league. We need to make new stars. And that needs to start in the college game.
Right.
Which, I mean, more people are going to see college, so kind of helps. But yeah, but I mean, like I said, that's a big thing for that. I mean, the Gilbert Arena stuff, when I saw the other day, that was kind of interesting. Let me see. All right, let's move on from the WNBA. Let's Ryan. You got like final comments on that?
Nope.
Okay.
Good.
There's nothing really big for hockey right now. The finals are on. It's Edmonton and the Panthers. Florida Panthers, and I think it's 2-1. Yeah, it's 2-1 Florida right now in the first period. I hope Edmonton wins.
Right.
Other than that, there's no real news there. NBA, where the finals are going to be a snooze fest. So Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. No one's going to really care about that. Any normal casual basketball fan will not care about that game, that series. Now, if you're a bettor, or I even wouldn't say if you're a bettor, you're interested in this. Because in reality, Oklahoma City, I already have bets in on this game. Oklahoma City to sweep or to win in 5. Because I don't think Indiana's going to win a game, let alone 2.
Right.
Like, it's just Indiana. Okay, yeah, there's pace. Like, the Indiana's got speed, but the talent is so much better. Like, the fucking SGA is your rating MVP. There's nothing really to say. It's the NBA is coming to a close, and not gonna lie, kind of a good thing. I mean, Oklahoma City right now to win the NBA Finals, minus 670. Which means you have to lay $670 to win $100 back. And Indiana's plus 480 to win the series. Yeah, I don't think that's not going to happen. Yeah. But all right. See if there's anything else in the world of college. All right, this is a little ridiculous. So, You know, the NCAA playoffs or the college football playoffs, how they've kind of made it now where they're making it a 12-team college playoff. They're probably going to expand it to a 16-team soon.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Day, the head coach of Ohio State, says the Big Ten listen to how I say this, deserves 4 automatic qualifying spots in the college football playoffs.
Why?
Exactly.
That's going to be my question immediately. If you deserve them, what have you done to deserve them?
Yes, Ohio State is your reigning NCAA champions. They are your college football champions. They won the thing. Here's the problem. What if there is a down year for the Big Ten? What if there's a down year for the SEC and everyone's playing within their means? The fact that the college football is such a biased league to where you can count on one fucking hand how many teams will make it to the college football playoffs immediately. Like, it's ridiculous. I hate it. Like, I love college football, but I hate it. And to hear everybody scream saying, oh, well, we need, we need this, we need that. The Big Ten deserves 4 conference spots. The SEC deserves 4 conference spots. This is how, in my opinion, this is the only fair, logical way you could do the college football playoffs. Expand it to 16 teams. 1 versus 16 and so on and so forth. You do that. Everyone has a home game. The seeds have a home game. There's no buys. Fuck you. Everyone's playing the same amount of games, so that's fair. Every conference champion gets in. And that means Conference USA. That means the MAC, the Sun Belt, Mountain West. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to say that some team is dog shit, I have a Northern Illinois team that says different when Notre Dame came to play them last year. Any given day, a team could win. Don't give me that. If they won their conference, they should be in the playoffs to play for a national title game, like they do in basketball. It's very simple. You do it. Oh, well, this team. And then the rest of them is just you go by the college football model where you go from 4 down. After that, it's just the next 11 teams. It's just the next 11 teams get in. Or not the next 11 team. It would be, yeah. 5, 11. Yeah, it would be 7, and 9. You need to get all the other teams in there because then you cannot say there's not a true champion. Oh, well, they're just a group of 5 school. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I hate seeing that because you can be a group of 5 school and still have better, especially with how the game has expanded with the NIL deal and the transfer portal.
Right.
Better kids that are backups in big time schools are going to these smaller schools to get playing time, to get film out there.
Right.
So give them a chance. And the American Army gets in there. I'm sorry. You're telling me we could have had Army versus Penn State one year for the first round? Yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, Penn State would have destroyed them. I go, who cares? It's Army versus Penn State.
Right.
That is a classic fucking feud. Like Yeah, like, it's just... Okay, Jacksonville State might have been the worst out of there. Ohio might have had to play Oregon. So what? It's more football, first off. It's more money for these schools. Cool. It's more football for us. And what's the downside? Oh, they're bad games. Okay, the first 2 weeks of the NCAA have bad games. And people still watch it.
True.
Like, I don't think people, like, it's one of those things where it's like people don't understand that. It's like, well, what are you going to get? I hate that. Oh, well, we deserve this. You deserve nothing.
You deserve nothing, correct.
Because the SEC says the same thing. All right, so then you're giving 8 spots away already, and then 10, 11, 12. Then you're getting 2 teams that are not in a conference, because then you got to add 2 or 3 other teams, so you're getting 1 team that's not in a conference. Yeah, no. Automatically, my ass. Fuck you. You're going to be the number 1. You're the number 1 team in the nation right now. You're going to probably be the 3rd team at the start of the season next to Texas and Penn State. Shut up. Just win your games in your weak-ass schedule, your cupcake games, lose to Michigan, and slide out of the fucking way. Because God forbid you can't beat Michigan in the last fucking 4 years. It's so annoying, dude. It really is.
Oh, I'm sure.
Huh, this broke. Oh, that? Okay. I'm kind of okay with this. So, this just came out literally about 5 minutes ago. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium is to host a new annual college football series. They're calling it the Atlanta Gridiron Classic.
Good.
The inaugural game will be played this fall. The game is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets versus the Georgia Bulldogs on Black Friday. Good old-fashioned hate will be in New Orleans, or will be in the Falcon Stadium for this game, in Atlanta. Yeah, that's going to be fun. And they've already announced the next game for the next year. We're going to have the world's largest cocktail party in Atlanta. So we're getting Florida, Georgia. So how do you feel? What?
They better get fucking Florida Georgia Line to play halftime.
They broke up.
I don't give a fuck.
I know, right? Just have them come back for one night.
One night.
Listen, I got to see the Baja Men at a Jet game.
Well, it's because it's fucking Baja Men and nobody gives a shit.
We're like, no, literally the crowd started chanting, "Who are you?" I'm like, that's true. They only have 2 hits.
They only have 1 hit in the U.S.
No, 2. Rat Race.
Never heard of it.
You ever see the movie?
Yeah.
That's the theme song, the opening theme song? That's the Baja Men.
Yeah, I don't think that was a #1 hit.
I mean, it got radio play, but They are technically a one-hit wonder. But they have
It's a song about in the bar.
it's a song about horny dudes.
No, it's a song about ugly women at the club who
I
let the dog.
actually no, it's the opposite way. Go look that up. I'm not even kidding. Because it's women calling men dogs.
See, that doesn't make sense, being that it's sung by.
Listen. I know this. You know this. But that's legit. That came out. I'll send you the article if I can find it again. But yeah, it makes no fucking sense. You would think it's about the freaking. You would think it'd be about freaking ugly fat women. But yeah, it makes no sense.
That's fucking retarded.
That's
That's Reagan.
That's Ray Gun retarded. That's retarded.
Oh, that's funny and sad.
That's avatarded, isn't it?
That's bad. Okay, look. I had a friend named Ray. He's no longer with us.
Oh.
He died of an overdose.
E.
At least I believe it was an overdose. He was unfortunately homeless at the time by choice. But whenever he'd make, dumb decisions, we were always like, well, where's Ray? He's fucking off over there being retarded.
Oh. Well then.
So, that's funny and sad. Always cry when I laughed. Then I was raped by a clown.
Oh boy, so all right, inaugural Vegas. No one cares about that. No one cares about games in 2027. Thank you very much. No one cares about preseason yet. It's too early to think about the NFL.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven.
There is some NFL news. We missed this last week.
Okay.
David Carr. Oh my God. Derek Carr retired last week. Former Saints quarterback hung him up.
Good for him.
Yeah, yes and no. So he came out with a statement that said Carr retired because, someone put this in. Sarah Wallace said this. Carr retired because he didn't want to sit and take the Saints' money. Derek Carr revealed Wednesday that one of the reasons for retiring so early was because he didn't want to unnecessarily take up any of the New Orleans cap space.
I mean, that's kind of cool, though. I mean, if you stop to think about it, it's kind of a responsible decision as a player.
The quarterback gave up $30 million a year.
Never gonna make it drop shit.
While playing the game. $30 million. He retained his $10 million signing bonus. He had 2 years left on a 4-year, $150 million deal. So technically, he made $60 million of that and then gave up $60 million. We have the new, what's it called? The new Madden cover.
Who's the cover?
Saquon.
Huh?
Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Doing the reverse hurdle.
All right.
So we'll see if the Madden curse is real.
It is. We've seen it in action.
Yeah, well, can he break the curse? That should be the better question.
Oh, you know what? I got a little bit of fucking football news for you.
What's up?
Tom Brady is talking about coming out of retirement.
For the flag football?
For the Olympics, correct.
Well, Mahomes already put it to bed that he is not going to try out for the team.
No, but Tom Brady says that he is willing to come out of retirement to play on Team USA in football. And let's be honest, that's going to be intimidating for any other country.
No.
That's Tom Brady.
Well, let's face it. There's only two teams. There's only two national teams that have any chance in football. The U.S. and Canada.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, Canada.
Canada. Blame Canada.
Yep, the Canucks. Because they're the only other fucking place that actually has football. Real football, not rugby. Which, by the way, I want to see a bunch of defensive linemen and running backs play rugby. Could you imagine Derrick Henry running downhill a fucking like 6'4", 280 fucking running back running downhill at a rugby team on a rugby field?
Honestly, I'd like to see some of our fucking giant like defensive linemen.
Right?
Period.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's run downhill, no pads, and let these fucking DNs just hit people for fun. What?
Why not?
Yeah, the slowest freaking offensive lineman runs a fucking 7 flat 40-yard dash. Which, that's terrifying on its own. Fucking guy, 380 pounds, runs a 7.5. What?
What?
It's like, oh, this dude is 280 pounds of pure fucking muscle running a 6.840. And you want to give him something with no pads? Okay. Might be a little high, but
I mean, little, but it'll be out.
all right. So, last bit of football news. Speaking of Tom Brady, and people that are the best of the best, the Score has put out the NFL all half decade team. So this is starting from 2020 to now. Quarterback. I'll give you one guess. You should figure out who it is.
Who?
Patty Mahomes.
Why do you think that I would get that? I fucking hate Patrick Mahomes.
Because he was the best in the last 5 years.
Subjectively.
Running back. This one's questionable because you could put Saquon on here. But they have Derrick Henry. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that tight end, Travis Kelce. He's been the best tight end in the last 5 years. Really has.
He really has. I mean, before him, I'd give Heath Miller a fucking.
Yeah, but I think did Heath Miller play? His career really was big. He was more. I think he was on the decade team for the 2000s, or the 2010s, I should say.
Yeah, the 2010s for sure.
Yeah. The flex player, Devontae Adams. Yeah. Okay. Offensive tackle, Trent Williams for the Niners and Lane Johnson for the Eagles. Lane Johnson, don't know much about. Trent Williams, yes. As a left tackle, oh my God, yes. Guard, Joe Thuney and Zach Martin. Yep, they're literally, if they keep this going on, they're Hall of Famers. And center, without a shadow of a doubt, if it's anybody else, I wouldn't be shocked. It's Jason Kelce. He's one of the best centers up there. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Now defense, edge rusher, T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett. Can't really argue with that. They're the two best. They're pretty much the two best in the league.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say someone like who's the edge rusher from Dallas? Not Peterson. Oh, why am I fucking spacing on his name? God damn it. I forget. But Garrett is literally a freaking cheat code, and so is TJ Watt. TJ Watt plays with broken fucking hands and still gets 3 sacks a game.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Interior line, Chris Jones from the Chiefs and Aaron Donald from the Rams. Yeah. Aaron Donald is literally Myles Garrett on the inside. Linebackers, Fred Warner, and Roquan Smith from the Bears. Yeah, I still have a couple other people that would be on there. Cornerback, Jalen Ramsey. You bet your ass Ramsey better be on this list than Patrick Surtain. Yep, safeties, Justin Simmons and Mika Fitzpatrick. Yeah, Mika is probably one of the best safeties in the league.
Yeah.
DB, Marlon Humphrey from the Ravens. Kicker, Justin Tucker. Yes. Unfortunately, he will be his name will be tarnished by going to a massage parlor.
You want a happy ending? You want egg roll?
Cream of some guy? Cream of some blonde? Cream of some blonde?
What's some Aaron Rodgers news?
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Did you not hear about that?
Which one? I mean, I've heard a lot of Aaron Rodgers stuff. What else is new there, though?
Last thing that I heard is that he has signed a one-day contract with the Packers and is retiring.
Okay, did not hear that. Okay, then now here's my question to you. And this is actually good. If he is retiring, okay, it is what it is. What do you do if you're Pittsburgh?
Oh, what do you mean?
You're really going to go into the season with Mason Rudolph.
I mean, if you have to, until you can get a hold of somebody else.
They had a chance at drafting. That's the thing. They had a chance at drafting Myles Garrett. Not Myles Garrett, sorry. Sanders.
Wait, did they sign Rodgers?
Who?
Pittsburgh.
No, but they were on his list. Like, he kept playing them along.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I saw it online somewhere that, like, apparently he will be signing or has signed a commemorative, essential one-day contract to retire a Packer, which I respect.
So this was 12 hours ago. Aaron Rodgers giving other Steeler quarterback chance. Okay. From Newsweek, Vikings receives another head-turning Aaron Rodgers update. Yeah, I mean, if okay, if he retires as a Packer, cool. Like, there's no ill will there.
No, because, like, let's be honest, dude. He was a household name in Green Bay.
Oh yeah, but the problem is you strung Pittsburgh along for so long that they're about to enter the season with no quarterback.
Well,
Like,
there's a quarterback, not a good quarterback.
No, and they had a chance of drafting a good quarterback there and chose not to because they thought they were going to get Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. Are you seeing it?
I mean, I'm seeing that he still has not made a decision. Because right now, too, we're about to get into OTAs. We're getting almost two, like, shit. Next month begins preseason. You know that, right? Next month begins preseason football. He can't. Rodgers right now, and I'll say this, it's weird to say this because it kind of like meshes. He's pulling a Brett Favre.
All right, explain.
Okay, besides the fact that I'm not even counting the fact that the Packers drove him out. He goes to the Jets. I'm not even talking about that. Like, that's just coincidence that he comes to the Jets. But the one thing that he's doing that's very Brett Favre-like is, I'm going to retire. Oh, wait, I'm going to come out of retirement. Oh, I'm going to retire. I'm going to do this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to make you wait until after OTAs and spring training is done, and training camp is done, to say I'm coming back, and then what? So now they enter the season planning one quarterback to go, and then Rodgers comes in without anything. Like, is he going to be ready to go? He would need to get revved up in preseason. You would think.
Yeah.
But is that even going to happen?
I mean, at this point, who knows?
And who says he doesn't? And what makes this worse is, who says he goes to Pittsburgh if he doesn't retire? If he actually stays in the league, who says he's going to Pittsburgh? Because now that Derek Carr's retired, he could go to New Orleans.
That's true.
Or he can go to Minnesota. Which, okay, that's hilarious if he goes to the Vikings. That would be very Brett Favre-like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's now Rodgers. Well, not Rodgers, sorry. Now Pittsburgh, though, has to kind of wait until after the cuts before they can even go out and get another quarterback, or they're going to have to trade for a backup to be their starter. Because, I'm sorry. Okay, what is Pittsburgh's odds right now? What is Atlantic City saying about them wins? Here we go. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Over under. There we go. Where are you? Where's the pit? There we go. 8.5. Juiced to the under. Meaning they have no faith in him Tomlin finishing under 500 this year. That's what Atlantic City's saying, that they're going to finish under 500 this year.
It'd be a first.
Be a first, but do you trust? I mean, it's the defense there, but do you trust Mason Rudolph to be the guy? No. If Mason Rudolph is there, how many wins would you give Pittsburgh?
4, 5.
I would say 6. And that's being generous, because I think the defense does keep them into certain games. Because, I mean, unless they literally go, the only way they could do it is that they have to go literally back to old school Pittsburgh and stick with just the running game. Because I do not want... Who's in that quarterback room? That's actually a good question, too. Oh, my God. Okay, so here's Pittsburgh's depth chart. The starter right now is Mason Rudolph. Right now. Will Howard, who is the former quarterback from Ohio State, who they drafted, and Skylar Thompson. Yeah. I mean, let's face it. It is the defense that's going to be the guys. Like that. That's what's going to keep them in the games.
Yes.
Because T.J. Watt, Patrick Queen, Darius Slay, Mika Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter. That's going to keep them in games. But, I mean, they went out and drafted Jaylen Warren, they got Jaylen Warren, who doesn't look like he's a bulk runner. I mean, the nice pickup is they got Kenneth Gainwell from from New England, not New England, from Philly. So there is that. So they do have somebody. They do have a decent running back group, but like it's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But no, yeah, I would not. Pittsburgh's interesting, but I mean, we got a little more time to talk about that because we're still going to see. We still got to see what they're going to say because I don't know who's going to get. What other quarterbacks are out there right now where there's none? That's the sad part. So, we'll see. But, who knows? Let me see. Any other news? Horse racing. We have the Belmont this weekend. Okay. Other news that came through, and this is nice. Next year, Belmont will be hosting the Breeders' Cup after they get a $455 million update. So, if a quick explanation. If anyone does not know what the Breeders' Cup is, it is the World Championship of horse racing. It is their, as much as everyone's like, oh, the Kentucky Derby, the Breeders' Cup is the Super Bowl of horse racing. It is every race is a stakes race. It's for mostly all ages for horses, where the Kentucky Derby is just for 3-year-olds. And this is usually where, like, the Hall of Fame, this is their, joking around, this is their WrestleMania.
I mean, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a part of me that kind of wants to go to this. Also, never been to Belmont. I want to go to Belmont, especially after seeing all the renovations being done. Yeah. You know what? I'm very excited for this, and it's in Keeneland. It's in Keeneland next year. Down in Arkansas, down in Arkansas. I think it's in Santa Anita this year. Out in California. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
What on?
On the fact that the Belmont's getting the Preakness.
Oh, that's getting the Breeders?
Oh, no, the Breeders.
Dude, that's actually really cool. And yeah, that would be the event to go to if like, you know, someplace that you wanted to go and we're going to do it. That's the event I would go to.
It's definitely it would definitely be a bucket list.
Yeah.
Because like I said, they normally run out of Keeneland. Like, there's not a lot of East Coast ones because, let's face it, they run in November. It's pretty fucking cold in New York and New Jersey in November.
Yeah. That's true.
Uh, but all right. All right. Let's do this. We're pretty much done with the news. About an hour, 10 minutes in. Well, if you're listening live, there's no break. We're just gonna say this. If you're listening to this on the podcast, we will have a song of the week. So join us back here as we plug our friends as well as enjoying this break. And when we come back, we will talk about the other news that is going around and people are in uproar about it. And we will be back in about 5 minutes. See you then. Cool.
Fuck off.
Yeah. All right. All right. And we are back. Oh, that was a great fucking song.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what I picked yet. Probably something royalty free.
All right, so that was Getting Jiggy With It by Will Smith.
Miami.
No, it was
Men in Black. Switch.
Parents Just Don't Understand featuring DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Just the Two of Us.
Oh, that was a good one, though. Wow, wow, West.
Wow, yeah. Will 2K. The Millennium.
We thought it was just a song, but it was his life.
Yeah. No one talks about Friend Like Me. Wait, that was actually a fucking... When did that come out? There's actually a fucking album called Based on a True Story.
By Will Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, what true story?
Wait, it came out this year?
Oh, shit. Okay, now I gotta find it.
March 28th. It's literally called Based on a True Story.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven. I am trapped in a room full of arachnids. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said, cast fireball.
Oh, that's a meme.
It really is.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast fireball. You're gonna kill everybody. I didn't say... Oh, shit. So, alright. So, yeah, second half of the show, we're going to talk about some other stuff. This is pretty much our mix of... Because there's no real football. There's no real bets to make. We're going to, like we normally do, dive into the other stuff. And the so-called dumpster fire and the entertainment section.
Holy shit.
And we need to talk about the so-called bus flip.
It's not a bus flip, but all right, let's do it.
Well, let's face it.
I'm gonna rant. I am warning you now. I am going to rant. I have been ranting on Facebook for days to these neckbeard ass Mark motherfuckers.
Okay, about what? About R-Truth?
About WWE and this quote bus flip in general. It's not a bus flip.
No, they're not re-signing people. I'm saying it's a bus flip because it's technically releases.
It's not technically releases though.
But they're letting the contract run out. They're not re-signing them.
Correct. And that's what it was. And the thing is, dude, like they offered Truth a contract that apparently was smaller than the contract he was currently getting. He turned it down.
Well, I also wonder, too, if he was. If they pretty much said when they gave him this contract that you're done in the ring.
And that could be it, too.
I think that's a big thing. I think that they pretty much said that you're not.
Yeah.
You're done. Like, they're saying your in-ring stuff is done.
Which, I mean, honestly, it would suck. It wouldn't make sense to me because his in-ring stuff is still great. But here's the thing also, dude. He told us he was leaving, and we were too fucking stupid to see it.
Yeah?
He did the John Cena farewell shirt for his last match.
Yeah.
Came out, held up the thing. After this, you can't see me. And what happened after that match?
Released.
His contract expired. He didn't re-sign. He said goodbye to his fans.
Yeah. But guess what? I said this too when everyone's like, oh, well, they released him. They let him go. I guarantee you it had a lot to do with the fact that he wanted to wrestle again and WWE would not, so he did not re-sign a contract. Because let's face it.
Also got these dope-ass fucking marks that are like, this is Triple H's fault. Vote of no confidence for Triple H.
By the way, well,
content officer, dude. He's a writer.
By the way, here's the thing. The contract was probably less because they won't say it what it was. But how much you would have bet it was just a fucking Legends deal?
They didn't offer him a Legends deal. I think they're going to now.
I don't even think they're going to. Not yet. I would say this. I think he's going to finish out his wrestling career, in-ring career, with two companies. One is a little more unlikely than the other. The unlikely one is the NWA. He started there. He got pretty much famous from the NWA when it was in TNA. And the second one is TNA. Because guess what? He could still wrestle. He's under TNA contract. And if he ever showed up on NXT, would anyone be shocked?
I look for WWE to bring him back because of the uproar.
Well, apparently they told Rhea Ripley to take her shirt off during a promo because she had an R-Truth shirt on.
Did Rhea Ripley verify that?
I don't know, but she had her shirt. She had the shirt when he left, when she was first on camera. All of a sudden, interview, shirt's off. Just looked a little suspicious. But R-Truth getting let go didn't really, okay, sucks. R-Truth let go. I really think it had a lot to do with the fact that I personally think they didn't want him to work anymore. They gave him the Cena match to be like, hey, it's the end of a story. It's the end of a... It made Cena look like an asshole because he destroyed someone's childhood hero.
Yeah, but it would have been better if he came out on Monday night and said that it was his fault. He's the reason R-Truth got released. He's destroying wrestling.
Oh, I agree with that. I think Cena could have had fun, but also too, no one seems to pick that up. Oh, Cena just kicked R-Truth in the balls. Okay, so Cena just kicked R-Truth, who was R-Truth was Cena's childhood. There's the key word, childhood.
Yep.
Favorite wrestler. Sorry, what did you say?
It's just these fucking dork-ass, neckbeard fucking virgin motherfucker marks think they know everything about the wrestling business, and they don't know fucking shit.
No, I mean,
Is it a bummer? Absolutely. Well, they fired Carlito. No.
No, Carlito's contract came up.
Carlito's contract came up. It wasn't re-signed, and he won the Puerto Rican fucking world title. He's going home.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what? Someone put it up the best. Carlito literally showed up to play video games. And got paid a pretty penny.
Yeah.
I'll say this. The other one is Valhalla that got let go. She wasn't doing anything. She's pregnant again.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Her contract was up.
But now people are like, well, the Miz's contract is up in July. The Miz isn't going anywhere. The Miz is a certified Hall of Famer.
Listen, if they let the Miz go, if they don't re-sign him, and I say let go as in do not re-sign him.
But everybody's saying, well, he was released. No, whenever you're released, there's a 90-day no-compete.
No, they could go. They could show up tomorrow anywhere.
R-Truth can go anywhere he wants right now.
Yeah, if he wants to go to AEW and be, I can see him showing up on AEW, not under contract, but just to be a dick and go and just start fucking with people.
Right.
Like him show up with JBL on a show and go, John, just just a random shindy, like literally pull a JBL.
I mean, it'd be fucking funny.
Oh, it would be fucking great because I could totally see Archer doing that.
Ugh.
But
who else?
Well, I mean, those are the three. The other people's contracts that are coming up are what's it called? Miz, Karrion Kross. Here we go. Let me pull up contracts expiring in 2025. Well, one's already... okay, The Miz through this year. Dragon Lee through this year. Bailey late next year. Rusev only signed a 2-year deal. He's up in 27. Gable's in 27. Okay. Nothing. Okay, when it comes to this year, it's only Miz and Dragon Lee are the only two. Karrion Kross also summer of this year. So there's only 3 people left that would have a chance to not resign.
Okay.
Oh, you'll love this. The Undertaker has a contract all the way to 2034.
Yeah.
But not a Legends deal. There's only one Legends deal that's expiring within the next couple of years. And that's Estrada.
Armando?
Yep. Alejandro Estrada. All right, but here's the fun one. AEW has their contract list up here.
Okay.
Within the next couple of months, Danhausen.
Yeah, they're not going to re-sign him. He's already taken indie dates everywhere.
Angelo Parker.
Okay.
Matt Mendred. Well, we already know this one. Mariah May. She's gone already. She's in NXT.
Yeah.
Renee. Paquette.
Oh, Moxley's wife?
Yep. And this is an interesting one of when it expires.
Who you got?
Chris Jericho.
Do they re-sign him?
It expires. Now, here's the kicker. It expires December of 25. If they don't re-sign him, that is perfect time for the Rumble. So, that's interesting. What do you think about that?
I would love to see Jericho back in WWE to retire.
Yep. And it would be perfect for the Rumble. Like, him show up at the Rumble, just number one. May not agree with the fact that it would be number one, but I can totally see the lights go out and the fucking countdown clock. Or no, you know what? Be better at number two. Like, have somebody come out that would be like an old Jericho flaw, and then all of a sudden Jericho's music hits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Orton could, like, have Orton be one and Jericho be two. I could see that. That's really it. I mean, mid-26, you got all the rest of Alex Reynolds, Uno, Silver, Sabian, Scorpio Sky, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole is 27, FTR.
I look for Adam Cole to get released before 27 and go back to WWE.
I agree with that. Shelton Benjamin has a contract through fall of 28. Okay. Now, here's the TNA ones. And this is interesting because when they come up, yes or no, does WWE sign them?
All right, who do we got?
Eric Young is right now working without a contract. Does WWE pick him up?
I could see them taking EY.
Yep, so could I. Have another shot because now that Vince is officially gone. Killer... Oh, sorry. Say that again?
That's also why I think Jericho will be back.
Yeah. Killer Kelly. She's right now your... no, she was the TNA women's champion.
Was, yes.
Yeah, Killer Kelly. I don't think she gets picked up. No. The Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. November of 25.
WWE will pick them up just for a Hall of Fame induction.
AJ Francis, end of 25. Maybe because he just showed up last night on NXT with Christian. With Casey Navarro.
Christian.
So,
I know,
maybe.
but just,
no, I know. I'm saying, but maybe because they wouldn't, if they didn't have interest, they would never have put him on. They would never put him on NXT TV.
Right.
Unless they have interest in Casey Navarro and just doing that because Francis is there. And the last one that expires in 2025. And again, I can see this guy as one and Jericho too. Joe Hendry.
Yeah. He's already on his way to WWE.
Well, I'm saying this. How funny would that be if either Jericho's won, and it kind of would fit if he said, like, something, even if he grabbed the mic being like, hey, yeah, and then Joe hits number 2, because Joe already had his thing with the mid-match. I could see them putting Joe Hendry, too, as the next guy that officially got signed to WWE.
Yeah.
That's where a number 2, the number 2 or number 1 actually fits.
Yeah.
And then Zaya Brookside is next year, and Moose is through 28.
I'd like to say yes to Moose. And with Jordan there, it probably doesn't hurt.
No. Contract comes up in August. Davey Boy Smith.
Davey Jr.?
Yep. I don't think WWE would pick him up, but I could see WWE signing him to a backstage deal.
I could see it.
Yeah. All right. Now that we have that, would you like to do predictions?
Sure, let's do predictions.
Okay. Worlds Collide card. Here we go. So we have, before Money in the Bank, we have WWE and AAA's Worlds Collide. Oh, and then / NXT.
Right.
It will be on YouTube. It's not on Peacock. It's on YouTube this year. This time. This motherfucker's pulling double duty. That's right. Oh, that sucks for him. Okay. The LWO. Now, I have to preface this because what's-his-name actually did get hurt. Is now Dragon Lee and Cruz del Toro. DJZ was actually got hurt. So they had to replace him.
That tracks.
Lindsay Dorado is back on WWE television. Versus what?
I'm guessing he's back as part of
the LWO.
Oh, he's actually WWE.
Yeah. He's a coach. He signed as a coach for WWE, so they're putting him back on TV. Versus sorry, go ahead.
So I guess that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The Wrestling Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. Okay. Mr. Iguana is so fucking weird. It's great. He comes with a stuffed iguana to the ring.
Yeah.
Aerostar, get ready for this motherfucker. It's going to be great. I can see... I don't know much about Octagon Jr., but I think this is where this one's going to be AAA that takes this one. I think Aerostar gets the pin on, like, Dragon Lee. What do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, next is Stephanie Vacara and Lola Vice versus, I can't even pronounce, Chick Tormenta and Dahlia's tag team match. Stephanie Vacara. This is Team WWE.
Okay.
I mean, if what do you think? Like, do you think that's gonna be? What do you predict?
So, you say Vakara?
Yeah, Vakara and Vice versus Tormenta and Dallas.
First off, I'm just going to say that my prediction is the match with Octagon Jr. and Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, I mean, Aerostar is fucking insane.
Yeah.
AEW, AAA gets that first one. I got WWE for the second match.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yep. All right. When did this motherfucker sign? I don't ever remember. He's in AAA. That's right. Wow. This motherfucker's going to be lucky. All right. So the Fatal 4-Way for the North American Championship. Ethan Page taking on Javon Evans, taking on Laredo Kid, taking on Ray Phoenix.
Huh. I'm going to give that one to WWE with Ray Phoenix.
Well, there's only technically one AAA guy, but so you're going to go WWE. I mean, I don't think Page retains this because I really think they might pull the trigger on Javon and give it to Javon Evans.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they've been. He just got on SmackDown, so I mean he's getting exposure.
Okay.
So I mean, and Ethan Page, I can see Ethan Page is probably going to get called up to the main roster soon. All right, and then we have El Gato del Fantasma versus El Hilo. Oh god, see if I can pull this one off. El Hilo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Ohio del Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yep, Pangero and I can't wait to see this guy live again. Psycho Clown.
Yes.
Team AAA. Psycho Clown gets the win.
Only if we are fucking lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. And then your main event. Viking del Helico versus Chad Gable. Viking versus Gable for the AAA Mega Championship.
Vikingo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vikingo retains.
Yeah. Well, they kind of gave that one away.
Let me just say this. Have you ever seen Vikingo?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Dude, I won a match with fucking Psycho Clown that was one of the sickest fucking lucha matches I've ever seen in my life. Hands down, one of the best matches. I've also seen a killer match between fucking Psycho Clown and Penta.
Yeah. Oh, that one's great.
Yeah, their Triple Mania COVID match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to the big one for Saturday night. Money in the Bank. You know what? I want to see some. I actually want to see something. Are there lines for Money in the Bank?
It should be.
Should be. Sometimes they're not. They've. Wrestling. Yep. All right. Here we go. I got All In. Money in the Bank. Okay. Oh, Worlds Collide. We'll run with this too, real quick. Vikino is favored by minus 3,000. Ethan Page is your favorite for the North American title. Mr. Iguana is favored. That tag team, Aerostar Iguana, and Vakara is favored for the tag match. They don't have the first one on there, though. Oh,
Okay.
okay. So, Money in the Bank.
Money in
The
the Bank.
last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyrian versus Boxy Lunch. If the stipulation is if Becky loses, she can no longer challenge Valkyria for the title as long as she's champion. And if Valkyria loses, she is forced to raise Becky Lynch's hand and acknowledge that Lynch is a better woman. The odds have Becky as a tremendous favorite.
Right.
Lyra Valkyrian at plus 700. I don't know what you're looking at. Becky doesn't need to keep challenging for the women's IC title. She's a world heavyweight. She's a women's world champion. Lyra. What?
She's looking for the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And she's got to have it for the Grand Slam.
But I think also Lyra gets that rub if she beats Becky again.
I mean, she'll definitely get a rub if she beats Becky.
Odds-wise, I don't like the fact that it's that much of a fucking... Like, pretty much, almost... Vegas is, like, trying to guarantee that Becky's going to win. I don't think so. I think Lyra might edge this one off. What do you think? You think Becky's winning it?
Yes, I do, actually.
Okay. All right. This is a toss-up. Tag team match. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's because Becky's going to be retiring soon.
Yes, I agree with that.
Whether people want to admit it or they like it or not or what the fuck ever, like it's happening, you know? They're going to give her the Grand before she goes.
Yeah, she wants to also be with her kid.
People don't care about that, man.
Oh no, people don't care about that, but that's a big reason why she fucking she would hang him up.
Yeah.
Pretty much a 50-50 split for this one. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Cena and Logan Paul.
I'm taking Cena and Paul.
I'm thinking it's... Oh, that's interesting. Cena kicks Jey in the dick. Logan Paul gets the pin.
And then turns on Logan Paul.
Okay, I can see that because it doesn't... That would not hurt anybody. All right, Money in the Bank contract match for the women. Alexa Bliss, Roxy, Rhea, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Vergara. The odds have Naomi as a heavy favorite. Next is Rhea Ripley. Then Roxy, Stephanie, Alexa Bliss, and then Julia. Who needs it more? I mean, see, this is the problem. If Naomi gets it, does she cash in early so you can set up Naomi and Jade for the title at SummerSlam?
Maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of. If you're going to give it to Naomi, you are literally going to hotshot that title immediately so you can get SummerSlam Naomi and Jade.
Yeah.
Storyline wise, that is the only thing I could see why they would give it to Naomi. I think if you want to slow burn this, Stephanie for the world title, but at the same time, I could see them giving it to Roxy. Like,
Now that's an
why do you say that?
because I hadn't thought of it.
Just remember this. She's in the whole thing with the Judgment Day. If they ever give the title back to Liv, her fucking over Liv can set up a storyline for a long time, because then it could be a whole thing with Dom and Roxy and Liv, or Dom and Liv and Finn and Roxy.
Right.
Because you could totally see Finn starting to put the feelers out there that Finn's looking to fuck over Dom for the IC title.
Yes.
So, I mean, I can totally see that. But if Naomi wins, don't be shocked if you see her cash in on who? Like within a month, or not even a month, within like a couple weeks.
Oh, for sure.
Who would she cash in on? Probably Stratton. Probably Tiffy.
Yeah. That would make sense.
She wouldn't cash in on the World Heavyweight champ, the WWE champ. But, alright. Oh. Men's Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins, LA Knight, El Grande Americano, Solo, Penta, and Andrade. Seth is your favorite at minus 250. If anyone wins this, why does it feel like they would cash it in on like a Dominic? Like a mid-card title or a tag title. It does not feel like there's any guy that would be like another Edge right now, except Seth. Penta's getting there, but Penta's not there yet. And Solo, I can see Solo cashing in on Jacob to fuck him over. Because if you notice now, they've officially changed it to they can cash in on any champion. This is like the first year they actually have said that they've actually made it like legit to say that they can cash in on any champion, including tag belts. Like, you notice that, right?
Yeah.
So, if that's the case, then I would not be shocked if, like, oh, okay, we're going to see this. Like, I have a feeling if someone wins this that's not Seth Rollins, we're going to see, because in reality, think about it. LA Knight is feuding with Jacob. Solo's going to possibly start a feud with Jacob. Penta's got a thing with Dom. El Grande could have a thing with Dom because it's a luchador thing. And then Andrade, I don't know, fucking know. Andrade's kind of there just to be there, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So then, if Seth wins, what? He goes after Jay?
Yep.
That's the only thing I can see. And also, too, with help from Breaker and with help from Breaker and oh god, what's the Bronson. I could totally see that too. I mean, I got Seth winning.
I do too. I've got Seth going over.
And that would be the then that is Money in the Bank and Worlds Collide.
Correct, good sir.
And we will and there's no other really news. I mean, we could talk. There's no real game. I mean, gaming news. I kind of want to save that so we could do like reaction videos to that because they just dropped a huge thing, and I want to see more of this because they just dropped a Marvel 4v4 fucking game for PS5, and oh baby.
All right.
So we'll dive into that because the Summer Games Festival is just picking up. So Xbox has a showcase on the 8th. So we could talk about that when that comes out. But until then, final thoughts?
No.
No? All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, please follow us on all social media accounts under on Twitter or /X under the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
That's Stonecock STL.
And join us back here on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have some new shit coming out soon on Wednesday for the next episode of The Betting Window. We are getting closer and closer to our NCAA previews. Literally, I think we have like 2 more weeks until we start. Can't believe that shit. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, tell your friends if you didn't.
Go suck a dick with your butt.
Tell your enemies, but until then, always remind them 2 different things. 1, is peeing on a snow cone lemon flavored?
Yes.
And 2, there is always a teachable moment. If you don't believe me, well then fuck it. That's just a fact of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.